before he did with John Ford. True Grit is perhaps the least Oscar-worthy in terms of pure cinema. However, for his long overdue recognition, 17 of the films he appeared in were among the 100 highest-grossing films of all time, collectively grossing more than $400 million in 20th century dollars. And since 1951, he had consistently placed among the top 10 box office stars. This was the one Hollywood chose to acknowledge Wayne's great contribution to American movies. His astonishing body of work, those 164 movies over a 50-year span, where he upheld not just the law of the land, but the American way, defined him as Hollywood's iconic Indian fighting, and later on, Indian defending, two-fisted, six-gunned, wagon-trained, swinging, bar-doored, maiden-preserving, democracy-defending all-American hero, the most enduring on-screen symbol of the vanishing prairie. And although he was never in the military, he fought America's enemies in World War II with patriotic propaganda films that came complete with recruiting stations set up in theater lobbies. He was an avowed enemy of communism, and especially American communists. At the height of his career, he set about to rid Hollywood of both, and did a fairly effective job. However, by age 63, with the wear, the tear, the weariness on his craggy face, with cobra eyes that looked almost Asian, and the sagging body of a Hollywood life ridden hard and put away wet, he was considered passé by Hollywood's young 70s honchos, some not yet even born when Wayne made some of his best movies. He had been nominated twice before, once as an actor in 1949 for Best Actor in Alan Dwan's no-frills war movie Sands of Iwo Jima, when he lost to Broderick Crawford in Robert Rosson's neo-political All the King's Men, a role Wayne turned down because he disliked the film's political message, and once as producer, Best Picture Batjack, his own production company, in 1960 for his post-Disney adult version of the classic story of The Alamo, which he also directed. Wayne lost that time to producer-director Billy Wilder for The Apartment. Why was Wayne perennially passed over? For one thing, he made enemies in the industry, where many never forgave him for his politics, and because of it, some of his greatest performances, like Ethan Edwards in John Ford's The Searchers, were famously ignored by the voters of the Academy. Made during the height of the blacklist, The Searchers provides not just the best performance in any Hollywood film of 1956, but one of the greatest performances in any film, any time, any place, anywhere. 5 years earlier, Stanley Kramer's monumental High Noon, a Western written and co-produced by blacklisted Carl Foreman, was nominated for 8 Oscars and won 4, including Best Actor for Wayne's friendly rival for most of their careers, Gary Cooper. Why? Perhaps part of the reason is that Wayne was the former president of the radical right Motion Picture Alliance, begun by Walt Disney, Sam Wood, and others in the early 40s, the Tea Party-style posse of a politically divided Hollywood that helped ruin the careers of some of its best talent and biggest moneymakers, including Foreman. In 1971, an unrepentant Wayne told Playboy magazine, "I'll never regret having helped run Foreman out of this country." It was not hard to tell which side the Academy was on. But it wasn't only politics. As larger-than-life as he was for audiences, to the Hollywood studios that employed him and the voting Academy members, Wayne was, almost to the end of his career, considered a glorified B-movie actor, his films never considered quality or art, certainly not worthy of Oscar. The studio book on Wayne was that he was just another Hollywood cowboy, that he didn't have the emotional range of a Jimmy Stewart, the gritty elegance of a Spencer Tracy, the spitting toughness of a Humphrey Bogart, the street smarts of a Jimmy Cagney, the beautiful pain of a Marlon Brando, the urban cynicism of a William Holden, or the inherent populism of a Henry Fonda, all Oscar winners. He was just there, Hollywood's unanointed duke, as dependable as oats. Yet, as film critic and historian Andrew Sarris, promulgator of American auteurism, rightly acknowledged on the occasion of Wayne's True Grit nomination, his 40 years of movie acting and 30 years of damage.
To keep listening to this audiobook for free, click the link in the description. It will take you to a free Audible trial where you can listen to this and many other books for free for 30 days.